I am Nikarasu with the Paparasu, and in this video, I'll be going over my favorite character from the Invincible series, Rex Splode. Now for those of you who haven't seen Invincible yet, I really recommend you watch it. And for those of you who have seen Invincible, you heard right, Rex Splode is my favorite character. Now I'm sure a lot of you hated this character at first, and then began to like him due to his development. As for me, I like Rex Splode from the very beginning. I always found Rex to be funny, which is what made me originally like him. He didn't become my favorite character until his development in Season 2. And his development in Season 3 just made me love Rex even more. I've been wanting Rex Splode to have his own special episode just like Adam Eve did before. Rex deserves his own special episode. Hopefully this video helps him get that. Now, let's get into the history of Rex Splode. Let's begin with Rex's origin. What his special episode should be focused on. Now I'm going to go on a quick summary here and not reveal every single thing that happens in this storyline. Just going to go over some of the important stuff that happens in his origin. But not everything. This is just going to relate to how Rex is as a character, how he started off in the Invincible series. As a kid, Rex and his family were poor. They lived in a broken down house, and Rex would have to steal food so that they can survive. As Rex was in the middle of stealing food, he was caught by a stranger, who tries to lecture Rex and tells him that stealing is wrong, and how his parents would feel about what he's doing. Rex responds by telling the stranger that his parents are the one that sent him to steal food. Stranger laughs as Rex runs off with the stolen food. We then see just how bad Rex and his family situation really is. That same stranger that approached Rex before shows up at their house. And we all know where that ended up leading to, as Rex explains to Ray in Season 3.
At least you had parents. Mine sold me to the government for the price of a steak dinner. So, I got scientists instead. Same ones who cut me open and grafted shit up and down my nervous system.
The very same people would make Rex into an assassin, and he did many jobs for them. Rex had his doubts whether or not he was doing the right thing. Even though he was killing and stealing from bad people, he still thought it was wrong to do these things. One night, as Rex was out and was thinking about his next mission, he was still wondering whether he was doing the right thing or not. Moments later, he encounters a bad guy and meets Eve for the very first time. Eve reveals to Rex that she's a superhero. He vents to Eve about what he's doing and the person he works for. Rex even suspects that the person he's working for is a bad guy, and that his next assigned mission could lead to innocent people getting hurt. As it turned out, the person that Rex was working for was really a bad guy all along. Rex and Eve worked together to stop him, and ended up becoming a couple in the process. Even though it seemed Rex's life was finally turned around, he still held resentment towards his family for abandoning him, giving him away to the government. Everything he went through was because his parents wanted a nice steak dinner. Even as a superhero, he would still hold on to his resentment towards his parents, which I believe why Rex is a jerk to everyone in the beginning of Invincible. Unfortunately, he's even a jerk to the one person that changed his life for the better, Eve, as Rex would cheat on her multiple times in their relationship. But after Rex had cheated on Eve with Duplicate, she was done with him. Now if you ask me, Adam Eve completely overreacted here. So Rex cheated on Eve more than once, big deal. Rex didn't actually do anything wrong. I mean, cheating is part of being a superhero. So many other superheroes have done it. The Invisible Woman has had an affair with Namor on multiple occasions. Jean has cheated on Scott with Logan who knows how many times. Even Scott has cheated on Jean with Emma Frost. I mean, hell, one time Dick Grayson cheated on Starfire with Barbara Gordon. And the very next day, Dick gives Barbara an invitation to their wedding. Batman almost cheated on Catwoman with Wonder Woman. I mean, he did it unfortunately, but he still thought about it. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it turned out that Ben cheated on Kai. I wouldn't blame Ben for doing so. When you're a superhero, you're allowed to cheat. It's perfectly okay. I mean, why else would so many superheroes cheat on their partners? Okay, I'm done joking around now. Even after this incident, Rex wouldn't stop being a jerk towards others. As Rex and other heroes were in tryouts and become new members of the Guardians of the Globe, When Monster Girl was recruited, Rex would proceed to act like this.
Aw, look at her, she's adorable. But isn't there like an age requirement for this ride? Am I wrong? This seems weird, right?
Rex.
I don't know, you're here. Isn't there a dick size requirement?
I'm sorry.
For what, your tiny dick? I mean, the way you've been strutting around here, you must be compensating for something.
Rex would then start a fight with Monster Girl, and Monster Girl would beat the absolute shit out of Rex. Not gonna lie, my boy had this coming. Moving on forward, Monster Girl trying to make peace with Rex, probably because they're on the same team. Rex brings up how she beat the crap out of him in front of so many heroes. Monster Girl replying that he was asking for, which Rex actually agrees with. The two then start bonding and slowly become friends. Monster Girl even ended up having a crush on Rex for a brief time, which is pretty ironic considering what she did to him when they first met. And I guess that ass beating from Monster Girl was exactly what Rex needed, as he started to slowly change from there. By the end of Season 1, after everyone had learned the truth of Omni-Man, and after the new Guardians had returned from preventing as many casualties as possible, Rex, who least likely would, stood up and went over to clean up the blood of the previous Guardians that Omni-Man had killed. This was something that Cecil told him not to do until they became real heroes and a good team. Upon seeing this, Black Samson goes up to Rex and tells him to stop doing it because they haven't earned the right to do so yet. Rex tells off Black Samson and then he immediately goes back to cleaning off the blood. Black Samson then grabs Rex and gets ready to fight him to make him stop. Then Black Samson sees that the other Guardians are willing to stand up for Rex. Seeing as how the other heroes were ready to defend Rex, Black Samson says that they're finally starting to be a real team now, since that's an important part of being a team. In Season 2, after Adam Eve makes a mistake that nearly cost people their lives, Rex shows up to try and cheer her up, since at this point in this series, they were at least friends. Rex does visit her to ask for her help, but also to cheer her up when she's down because he still cares about Eve. Rex is serious and genuine to what he tells Eve.
I try to help, and all I do is cause more problems. My parents were right. Who do I think I am?
Everybody fucks up. To fuck up is human. Shakespeare said that. The Immortal, Black Samson, freaking Robot, or Rudy, or whatever he calls himself now, they've all shit the bed at least once. Having powers isn't easy, but we do our best. Even assholes like me. Just do the math, Eve. You are so far in the black that it's stupid. You showed this to me the week we met. You were still pretty beat up from losing them.
I hardly think about them now.
Because you got through it. And then you got through my douchebag teenage ass dumping my problems on you and hiding in your bedroom for a year and a half. Then 100 other battles with Teen Team. Through all of that, you've saved so many people. And each time, you made this shitty, awful, terrible world a little bit better. Also, I checked on that couple you pulled from the river. They're gonna make a full recovery. Because of you. So dry your tears, tell your parents to go shove it up their asses, and get back out there, right?
All right. Thanks, Rex.
We then move on to not only one of my favorite moments from Rex, but one of my favorite moments in the entire series, where after Duplicate and Shrinking Ray fall, Rex is left alone to face the Lizard League. For those of us who have never read the comic and don't know anything, we thought that this was the end of Rex, or at least I thought so. But not even being shot in the head can stop Rex. Afterwards, Rex gets medical attention, and see when he's talking to Mark when he comes to realization.
You know, when that bullet went through my head, I saw my life flash before my eyes. Yeah, that's always sounded like bullshit to me too, but it's not. And I didn't like what I saw. I was such a dick to Kate. To Eve, too. To every woman I've ever dated. None of them deserved it. I don't know why I had to get my brains blown out to see that.
With this new realization, he was on better terms with everyone he knew. Rex would even promise that him and the rest of the Guardians of the Globe, whatever crisis were to come, while Invincible takes time to enjoy being Mark Grayson. And as we ended up finding out, that didn't turn out so well for him. And finally, moving on to Season 3. At the start of Season 3, Invincible and Rex go together to stop a robbery. As Rex and Invincible are in the middle of stopping the robbers, Rex takes the time to talk to Mark about Eve. He knows about how they both feel about each other and encourages Mark to ask her out. Mark wondered why Rex was bringing it up when him and Eve used to date. And Rex replies by telling him that they're both his friends and he wants them to be happy. And even jokes about how if it works out then they would owe him. Rex is then attacked by a new character that we're introduced to, Multipole. Multipole blames Rex for the death of Duplicate and proceeds to try and kill him. Even as Rex tells him that he didn't kill Kate, he still proceeds to try and kill him. That's when everybody's new favorite characters, Duplicate and Immortal, show up. She gets her brother Multipole to stop. Rex is pissed off at Duplicate for making him believe and the other heroes that she was really dead. And he was also pissed off at the Immortal because he knew this and kept it a secret. Rex has every right to be mad at the two, especially since it almost got him killed. Afterwards, the three meet up with the rest of the Guardians of the Globe, for they are happy to see that Duplicate was alive. They're also met with Shrinking Ray, who was released from the hospital. Rex is both surprised and relieved to see her again. Later on, after the situation with Mark and Cecil, the Guardians of the Globe get into an argument about it. Some of them are on Cecil's side, and some of them are on Mark's side. Well, I mean, they are on his side, but the reason why they're against Cecil is because they can't trust him anymore. The argument causes Rex to leave the team, with Shrinking Ray, Monster Girl, Rudy, and even Bulletproof following him, as they can't trust Cecil anymore either. No longer with the Guardians of the Globe and are now part of a teen team, Rex and Ray spend more time together. Rex takes time to listen to her backstory and her interests. As the two are shopping together, Ray says that she wants to cook for the team. But that doesn't end up happening because the two had to take off to stop a crime from happening. The next time we would see the two, Rex had made dinner for Ray. Seeing as how Ray wanted to enjoy a nice dinner, he decided to make it for her instead and made it special. Here, they both ended up falling for each other. After that night, Ray decides to talk to Rex about leaving the team, leaving the superhero life. After what she went through in the previous season, you can't really blame her. That event had traumatized her. She kept on thinking about it while she was being put back together. She tried to continue on being a hero, but in the end, she decided that she needed to quit. She just couldn't do it anymore. She's already risked her life being a superhero, and now she wants to risk and take chances to do other things. She wanted to take a chance to live a normal life. She wanted to take the chance to be with Rex, and hopes that he also gives up the superhero life as well, so that he can have a safe and happy life with her.
I don't get to be happy. That's just the way it is.
You deserve better.
Rex Splode isn't some secret identity. It is my identity. It's all I've got. All I've ever had. If I give that up, I won't have anything left.
His whole life, he believed there was nothing more to his than being a superhero. He didn't think that anything else would be possible for him. He never once considered he could have other options. Which was honestly sad to hear that he could have nothing more than just being a superhero. Being Rex Splode. To him, it was everything. Which may have also added to why he was such a jerk to everyone before. But because of Ray, Rex was able to make one more change. Rex accepted that he could have more to his life than just being a superhero, than just being Rex Splode. He may have not given up being a superhero like Ray. He proceeded to have a relationship with Ray and continue to support her, as he helped her move into her new place. Rex would admit that the first time in his miserable life that he was in a good place and was finally happy. He not only was, but was also able to accept it. If only it would have lasted. As we all know how things ended for him.
I'm gonna pop your head off, and then I'm gonna catch the others and skin them alive.
No, I'm the idiot who took you with me.
Yeah? How? You're out of shit to explode.
I've got one thing left.
Mm-hmm. And what's that?
My entire goddamn skeleton, dickhead.
Now I'm sure that people are thinking, poor Ray. I, on the other hand, say, who cares about Ray? What about me? My favorite character in the series died. This is complete bullshit. He deserved to live, damn it. I don't care if it happened in the comic. That's no reason to kill him off. In all seriousness, though, while it does suck that he died, he was a fantastic character who went through so much development. And because of his sacrifice, others were able to live.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.